Hey, what's up guys? This is Drew with Loam Wolf. We are here checking out some winter gloves. The temperatures have dropped, the sun has gone away, and it's cold. I've got baby fingers. They get really chilly out on the trail, so not one of my favorite times of the year to ride, but it is one of the best times of the year to test out these gloves. So thought I'd report back on 5 pairs of gloves that I've been riding over the last few months, some of which I rode last year and still really like, and a couple of others that are brand new. So we'll start off first with the TASCO Dawn Patrols. These are a glove we actually reviewed last year. We'll put a link in the review to our winter glove shootout from last season. They've still stuck around in my gear bag. I take them out from time to time. They're a really nice glove. There's something that gets used in a place like Bend, Oregon in the shoulder seasons. Once it gets too cold for me, I need something a little bit thicker. But if you are warm-blooded or don't deal with temperatures, much below the 40-degree mark, this is a really solid glove. It's got a very thin fleece-lined, top of the hand area. It is windproof, water-resistant. It has some silicone grip here on the lever, or your fingers for the levers and palm for the grip, so if it is a little damp or dewy in the mornings, you'll still be able to grip. Very cool glove, really like it. The TASCO Dawn Patrol. These retail for $39.95, I believe it is. Pretty solid value and a good, mid-weight, kind of a, lighter to mid-weight winter glove. 2 that are brand new this year, at least to me, are from Alpine Stars, and I brought both of these into the review because they showed up together. Like I said, I have really bad circulation in my fingers, so they get really cold out there, and I'm glad I took both of them out with me on my last ride because it ended up snowing by the time we were done, so temps were definitely in the low 30s. And I started out the ride with the thicker glove, which is the Cascade WP Tech. And this is, it's got a leather palm. It's a weatherproof glove. It has some insulation, Velcro wrist closure. I mean, when you put this glove on and just, looking at it, it looks like a much more substantial, warmer glove when compared to the Cascade Gore Windstopper. However, on the climb up, my hands were frozen with these gloves on. I was hurting. I had to, stick them under my armpits and try to warm up. I switched to the Cascade Gore Windstoppers, which are a much thinner glove. However, they employ, Gore's windstop technology. You may be able to notice that it's a bit thinner of a glove. There's not, an insulation layer or anything else. But this glove kept my hand much warmer, even though it's thinner and doesn't have as much insulation. I don't know if it has to do with just the employment of the Gore windstop material, or if it was also a combination of that and the fit, or what it was, but this glove is not quite so tight around my fingers. They're both size large. This was very tight around the ends of my fingers, which, could be partially to blame with why my fingers were so cold in this glove. But the Cascade WP Tech is thermally insulated. It claims to be a little bit warmer, but it is a waterproof glove, leather palm. It's a bit bulkier. It's also $69.95. And honestly, from my experience, as well as another guy who I had test these, we actually shared gloves. He wore a left and I wore a right, and we rode with both different gloves on a separate day and came back and both felt that the thinner Cascade Gore Windstopper glove was warmer than the more expensive WP Tech glove. So these are $54.95. Again, it has some reinforcements in the palm, around the outside here. Both are a Velcro closure, but if you were gonna search for one pair of gloves from Alpine Stars, my recommendation would be the Cascade Gore Windstopper. I think it is It's a better glove. It's not as bulky, and it kept my hands warmer, which is pretty impressive. So, all right, we'll move on to some other new gloves from Leatt. These are the DVX 2.0 wind block gloves. Also, these are a slip-on. They've got a very thin, minimal palm. Outside here is their wind block technology. It's you know, gonna be water resistant. I wouldn't wear this out in the rain. It's got some 3D micro injected brush guard kind of padding on the knuckles and fingers, which is nice because it always hurts hitting your fingers when they're cold. These are a good glove if it's slightly chilly. If you, again, run really warm and don't need a lot of warmth at the hands. They're comfortable, they're light, they're minimal. Excuse me, if you ride somewhere where it starts out being chilly and warms up pretty quickly into your ride, this would be a good option. You know, I've even worn this out on the dirt bike when the temps, you know, get down into the, you know, high mid 40s and wind chill is a factor. These will do a good job of blocking the wind, and I definitely wear them regularly. Next up, one of, I think, my favorites and many other riders out there is the 100% Brisker. They now offer this in a waterproof version. This is just the standard Brisker. These retail for $29.50, I believe it is. Cheap. They're under 30 bucks. They've got tech threads on the finger and thumb, so you know, you can navigate your smartphone or look at a map if you need to get somewhere. A little bit of silicone printing on the palm and finger for traction. Slight insulation on the top, making it, you know, a little bit padded, but not too bulky or thick, but still a thin palm, so you get good grip on the handlebars. Really cool glove. I like it. The waterproof versions are a little bulkier and a little hotter. So if you need waterproof gloves, be aware that, you know, they're a little bulkier, but they will keep your hands warmer as well. That is the 100% Brisker. So hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of information on these 5 gloves. If you're looking for something to keep your hands warm this winter, there's plenty of options out there. These are 5 that, you know, I've got some pretty extensive experience with and really like. So to summarize, if you're looking for some cold weather gloves in a, you know, more mild or moderate climate, or you're really warm-blooded, the TASCO MTB Dawn Patrol gonna be a good option if it doesn't get too cold. If you're looking for something on, you know, just kind of chilly starts of your ride or some wind protection, the Leatt wind blocks are a good one. 100% Brisker if it's chilly and you don't need to go to something like a full-on, you know, crab claw and it's like frigid. This is gonna be a good cold weather glove. I will wear these into the 30s, even with my cold hands. Alpine Stars, the WP Tech, I don't love it. It didn't impress me a ton. You know, I was really hoping that this would be a new, you know, thicker, well-insulated glove that would keep my hands warm. It doesn't do as great of a job as I'd hoped. So I would recommend the Cascade Gore Windstopper from Alpine Stars. These are, I think, a warmer, better, cheaper glove. And I definitely will be wearing these a lot more this winter. So thanks. Ask any questions below. If we didn't have something in this list that you've been riding or are looking at, ask a question and we'll see if we can compare the two based on some experiences with gloves, you know, we don't have here. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and check out theloamwolf.com for more detailed reviews. Thanks.